Hey guys, I'm Jess. It is Thursday and here's all the things that mattered in video games today. First up, Persona 5, the game that had me making lockpicks all day Sunday and buying 50 band-aids off the home shopping network, has sold a ton of copies. Developer Atlus announced that Persona 5 has shipped 1.5 million copies worldwide. The game launched for PS3 and PS4 in September of last year in Japan and arrived in the West earlier this week. There's currently no word on how that figure compared to previous games in the series. In other Persona news, Atlus announced super strict streaming policies that threaten people who show off too much of the game's story. The PlayStation's sharing features are also blocked while playing the game. So I guess you'll just have to keep your hashtag relatable screenshots to yourself, or post them on Twitter with your phone. Next up, State of Decay 2 is getting 3 open world maps at launch, with more potentially on the way. Developer Undead Labs said in a blog post that each of the 3 launch maps will be roughly the size of the original. The dev added, "You should expect to see slightly different environments, definitely different landmarks and locations, different layouts lending themselves to different strategies, unique home sites, and even different mission types." As for why there are 3 maps, the studio said they didn't want players to experience a sense of deja vu, and they like the idea of it feeling like you're moving from one small town to another. They added that the multi-map setup will make it easier to expand the world later down the line. Undead implied you'll be able to take all of the survivors and every item collected on one area to the others, and you'll get a refund on buildings you create in one area when you move on. Of course, being that the game is still in development, all of that is subject to change. State of Decay 2 is due out this year on Xbox One and PC. Finally, Microsoft have dropped the tech specs for their fancy new upgraded Xbox One, Project Scorpio. Digital Foundry reported that Scorpio could run a Forza Motorsport demo at 60 frames per second in seemingly native 4K, with graphical settings at an Xbox One equivalent level. Digital Foundry called Scorpio's GPU a beast, as it's 4.6 times as powerful as the Xbox One's, and says the console will run all Xbox One games better regardless of if they're patched for the new console. Combined with the fast CPU, which has 8 custom x86 cores clocked at 2.3 GHz compared to PS4 Pro's 2.1 GHz, and increased memory bandwidth, 326 GB to PS4 Pro's 218, the result is a higher frame rate, more stability, and faster load times. The console includes a 1TB hard drive and 12 GB of GDDR5 memory. For comparison's sake, the PS4 has the same type of RAM but only 8 GB. Digital Foundry and Eurogamer has estimated Project Scorpio will cost $500, but Microsoft are yet to officially announce a price. For all the nitty-gritty tech bits and pieces, check back to our story on site. That's everything I've got for you today. Do leave me your thoughts on today's stories down in that comment section. Be sure to pop back same time tomorrow for our top 5 stories of the entire week. Hit that subscribe button if you liked today's video, and I'll see you tomorrow.